Hello YouTube, Z-Manzil here, and I'm going to be doing what I'm going to call an annotated tour of City Ransom. So what I'm going to be doing here is a little bit different from just a basic Let's Play. First off, I'm not going to be trying to hit any high scores or anything like that, although part of what I'm going to be doing on this tour is showing you where all the scoring potential is that at least that was intentional, and pointing out where you can, sort of get higher scores, what everything is all about, how it works, and, strategies for beating dudes. Now, I'm going to be playing it on the lowest setting, just because, I'll have infinite lives that way. That way, if I do die, I can at least continue the tour. But anyway, and I'll, of course, tell you some of the other things like about the inspiration. So, let's move on. Why is it called Devil City Ransom? Well, River City Ransom. This is meant to be an homage to 90s arcade beat-em-up fight games. So, the title is meant to be a reference to River City Ransom. And then you got the plot, quote-unquote. It says, President Girlfriend was kidnapped by the insane Gear Posse. Are you a bad enough dude to save her? So President Girlfriend is a reference to the fact that most of those fighting games, from Double Dragon to Final Fight to River City Ransom and all those, one of two things was happening, and it always involved kidnap. It was either like, your girlfriend or sister or whatever was the kidnap victim, or it was the president, and such as in Bad Dudes in Final Fight. So, was it in Final Fight that the president was also? I remember it was in Bad Dudes. Whatever. The point is so President Girlfriend is the MacGuffin in this case, and was kidnapped by the insane Gear Posse, which I took Mad Gear from Final Fight and just mashed it together with the insane Clown Posse because I think they're hilarious, whatever. And then Are You a Bad Enough Dude to Save Her, which is pretty much just ripped off from Bad Dudes. So, yeah. So, and then of course, had to put it in the city. So there's all that explained. So let's press the scoreboard to start here. Get you into the instructions manual, as it were. So, it says, prepare for street fight. This is your punch. This is your kick. These never run out of ammo. So you can just crunch all you want with these weapons. Enemies drop coin on kill. Enemies drop 2x coin on glory kill. Coins can be spent after shop opens. Enough talk. Fight with fury. Go, go, go. And then what everybody does is just turns to the right to go select a difficulty. I have yet to watch a playthrough where anybody has turned to see the other walls. So what's actually going to be happening is in the next update, this text is moving to this wall so that people realize that when they turn around, there's stuff on all the walls. So that's one thing that's changing. Anyway, so this is the credits page to thank all the folks that helped me beta test, as you can see right there. With a special thanks to Void Runner, who helped me out with some of the boss fight stuff. And then a place to send people so they can report bugs. And then this is a fourth wall that is not really being used for anything yet. So anyway, and then of course you got your 3 difficulties. I very much highly recommend the Konami code for the first run, because the first run you're just learning where everything is, and you're not going to really care about earning potential. So, like, as you see, when you win, you get a point bonus for winning in these various difficulties. So if you use normal mode, which is 1-up from easy, you have a life system to worry about, but you'll get 5,000 points for your trouble. And then if you play baddest dude, it's permadeath, but you get 15,000 for finishing it, and it actually, while you're playing, puts a little thing in the corner that says hard mode activated, so everybody knows you're doing it in hard mode, if you're playing on video. In any case, we're going to go with Konami code, just so I can show you the city. Alright, now, something to keep in mind here is that you get double coins on glory kills. This is not a time-based board. You do not have to rush. A lot of this is just kill strategy. If you see you got an opportunity to go in for that glory kill, frickin' do it, because not only are you getting more health, which is going to compensate for anything you might lose from wading into a bunch of idiots, but you're going to get double coins for that, and double points. So, actually, I think the point multiplier is 2.5% on glory kills. I think I have it set up, but glory kills are highly incentivized, you see. Now, yeah, I just died there, but I was talking. I was distracted. Anyway, the idea is that there's a high premium on glory kills in this board. So, you know, you get double coins, you get a bunch of points, and, you know, as long as you're, you know, conscious of where your health's at and don't let yourself get too swarmed, you know, glory kills also award health, so just do it. Anyway, we're going to move on to the next area. Alright. By the way, there is a bug on the board. I have yet to figure out how to fix it, or how one would even go about fixing it, but there is, if you pause the game for any reason, a 25% chance that it will crash the board. It thinks there's a logic, or an error in the logic, if you do that. So it doesn't like crash Doom or anything. It does kick you out of the board though mid-game. You pretty much have to start from scratch. But you're quickening. Come on, there we go. So anyway, yeah, be aware that pausing the game may cause a bit of a crash. I haven't figured out how to fix it. Once I do, it will be fixed in the next update, guaranteed. Alright, next area. Now, these are gang violence rounds. The point of these is to rip and tear as quickly as possible. Each gang violence round only lasts a certain amount of time, but you are given some sort of a power-up that is meant to help you maximize how to get in there. Now, the first one is the Berserk. Again, because you are healing every time you glory kill, and every Berserk is a glory kill, there is no point to playing it safe until your Berserk runs out, because there's still an extra 10 seconds of gang violence round to deal with. But seriously, the second you get that, get in there and get you some. That is what the gang violence rounds are all about. Take advantage of them. Do not play it safe if you can help it. Alright. Now, see, you're about to go into Club 666. It is members only, so you're not invited. We have to... Alright. Okay. Rock Disco is a very dazzling enemy, of course. Looks very cool, but as most folks have noticed, he does go down like a chump. Now, here's the key to cheesing him. His board, I should say. First off, get him down to... Ideally, you want to get him down to under 30% before you start going for his dudes. The reason for that is because that's when he's spawning the most of them. So, but now you only get 90 seconds to take advantage of this window. After 90 seconds, he stops spawning he stops spawning sidekicks altogether. So you want to get him down to about, 35% or so. Then just start going after his mates. Don't even bother with him. You know, avoid him if you can. Of course, obviously, part of this strategy is trying to get those glory kills, because those are going to refill your health. Give you that temporary respite there, and plus these kind of regenerate as well. But, yeah. Try to keep him alive. Because he's keeping these dudes out here for, you know, just, like I said, you only get about a 90-second window on this technique. So you got to take advantage of it while you can. The second he dies, all his dudes die with him, so... Gotta keep him alive if you want to cheese for points. They will stop respawning after about 90 seconds or so, though. So, you know, again, you can't sit there and cheese the technique forever. And you just go back to your old swippity swap. Okay, so... That's the key to scoring big on Brock Disco. Now you see I have 105 coins. I'm doing pretty good. Now I would have liked to have gotten more glory kills, but it is what it is. Alright, next. There we go. Now, store's open. I got 123 coins. Head on inside. Now here's everything that is to offer. The grenade. You want to get that as soon as possible, and I'll show you why in a minute. The Ghostbuster. Everybody keeps telling me this is useless, but honestly, I feel like if I, it's probably the last thing you want to buy anyway. Getting your health up, that's totally up to you. Damage up is pretty good. Everybody says, oh, well, I got this, so I don't need the damage up. I'm like, no, but you got a point coming up where if you got more damage, you're going to have an easier time cheesing. I believe that's the third gang violence. If you have a higher damage, it's easier to cheese. So, and then ammo up only applies if you're really going to be doing more stuff with the plasma gun than you think you need to. So I personally, I don't do it. So I usually go for grenades first, for the cheese, and then, usually I got to save up to get the health. But the grenades are the key to cheesing this next part. Okay, you ready? This is the second gang violence round. This one features a quad damage to help you out. You see you got a bunch of boxes right there. Now watch this. Alright, so I'm gonna toss a grenade over there. Right, but hold on. Basically the key is you're tossing grenades over there every time you're able. And meanwhile just staying here and plugging these two dudes. Again, you're letting the quad damage do most of the work, but also the fact that, these two dudes that you're shooting right here are especially vulnerable to the regular shotgun, which is quicker. Alright. Yeah, don't even bother with those guys until the gang violence round is over. It's not, I mean, yeah, you'll get theoretically more points, but at the same time, you can get all the coins you frickin' need right there. So, and it's however you want to do it, but really that's the easy cheesy way right there, is just use this and, just keep your health full and lob grenades and plug the like 2-3 guys that spawn right here. Alright, so we're going to head back to the shop. We're going to go ahead and, I think we're going to do the damage up because, like I said, I'm playing with infinite lives, so, anyway. Alright, next is Fred Disco. Okay, so this is, we have a plasma rifle is pretty much only to stun Fred with, really. I mean, yeah, you can also use it to keep the guys off here, but if you got grenades, you got that as well. Okay, so, cut and paste, you just dodge him, stun him for a second so you can grab the thing, and run back over. First one's easy, so, really no, I'd say secrets to this guy. I mean, just, apart from the fact that every time you insert a core, it's going to put up some lasers, wait a few seconds for these guys to spawn. Really, you just want them out of your way as quickly as possible. I mean, you can sit there and go for the glory kill and stuff, but, okay, anyway. Don't have to. Alright, he's going to jump. And you make your way back over here, put in your blue core, do your thing, boop-de-boop-de-boop. Now the way the dudes are going to come out. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about these guys. Okay. And remember, of course, you only have the single jump. Be careful. So I also have the increased damage. I forgot about that. Sometimes I wait until after I do this battle to get the increased damage, because you don't really need it. Yeah, the yellow one is, I think, the hardest one. I think I might have put it too close to his butt, but, either way. Okay, so I'm going to yellow core that in, do the thing. Dudes are going to come out. This time I think we're bringing soldiers, so I better plan accordingly here. That took care of them. Oh yeah, that's right, the two in the back are always a pain in the ass. Alright, so yeah, we are going to have to... Okay. So, did my health recharge yet? No, I got that though. Alright, and that. Okay. So, boop boop. That 4-4. Guess I'm armor from the trip back. Those lasers start to get a little vicious there. Okay. Okay, and then fourth floor, and let's get ready to fight a Hell Knight. That's what's about to happen. Yep. I think Fred Dynamo is now vulnerable, if I'm not mistaken. Right, so yeah. Okay, and I really need to... There we go. Alright. Now, I think the other reasons we gotta be a little careful with Fred Dynamo is because the lasers do come back up as we damage him, so I'm not gonna be able to just run out there with our shotguns ablazing and circle straight for our way to victory like we normally like to. Now's a good time though too. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Coins. Alright. That's how it has to be, I guess. Alright. Careful of the floor lasers. Okay, and off we go. Switch back to the old urban dice show here. Alright, if I'm not mistaken, I don't really have enough money to buy anything, which is fine. We want to save some money for the coin bonus. And we don't really need to. Alright. Now, let's see what else we got. Okay. Oh. Oh, jeez. There we go. You're open for. There we go. Okay, we got our green goes. Alright, yeah, we do. Now, before we go any further, this is a secret. So... head up here, there's the one and only secret that's in the board, and if you are playing 1-Up from Easy and using the life system, that secret will also award an extra life. So you get extra points for getting it, you get the extra life if you play in the life system, and yeah, you get the secret. Real quick, nobody ever looks at this, and I felt really good about it. I felt like this was my strongest background joke right here, so I thought I'd show it off real quick. It's a, Pacino and Reeves Attorney at Law. It's a reference to the Devil's Advocate. It's a movie with Al Pacino and Keanu Reeves where they're lawyers, but it turns out Al Pacino is the devil. So, spoiler alert, by the way. Anyway, I'm just really proud of this joke, and I had to make sure people see it, damn it. Because... So, okay, moving right along. Okay, this is the third and final gang violence round. Now, this one's a little weirder to grind because your advantage is regeneration. You're expected to get in there and rip and tear. Now, this is where the extra damage pays off, because if you're doing your hot swaps, then you're just going to tear this place apart. The other problem is that they actually, this is the only gang violence round where they respawn on a delay. So, obviously you want to kill as quickly as possible. It's just To make it slightly harder to cheese, you do have to get in there and rip and tear. Alright. Now, I have 100 cash, so theoretically I could go back and like get some more stuff before this final fight, which is I just said final fight again. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and just hit up the store one more time, make sure I got everything I want, so I can get more health if I want. That's actually gonna come in handy real soon. So yeah, why don't we do the health up? So yeah. Yay, such vigor. Okay. Alright, thank you. Come again. Now, you know, I know other people said, you know, there wasn't a lot of backtracking in those games. I was like, Final Fight, or excuse me, Double Dragon and River City Ransom had backtracking. In fact, River City Ransom had a ton of backtracking. Okay, I am pleased to announce that I am really proud of the way this room performs, and I'll show you why in just a second. So, everybody that plays always does what I'm doing right now, which is the go around barbecue pit thing, which, oh man, I love the shadow play when he tries to do that. Anyway, everybody goes around the barbecue pit. See, by the way, these are big things of barbecue sauce. That's a bunch of pulled pork. And here is an interesting thing about pulled pork. You can just walk right on it. Everybody always walks around it. They always think they can get hurt by it, but they can't. It's just pulled pork. Alright, so yeah, the secret to this room is not a secret. It is simply that the pulled pork can be walked on safely. This does no damage whatsoever. You have the whole room to use. And in fact, it's to your advantage to stay in the center, because the pinkies hate stepping on this stuff. Now, some of you will say it's because, you know, the AI is stupid and it can't navigate on blocking volumes. We all know the real reason. This is pork smoke and smoked pork. One is a pig and the other is a ghost of a pig. Of course they don't want to walk on pulled pork. Come on, would you want to walk on your own burning corpses made delicious by, you know, Marvin Chef? No, of course you wouldn't. So that's the in-story explanation. The hidden lore of Devil City Ransom you can impress your friends with on your own Let's Plays. So there you go. The reason why smoked pork and pork smoke don't walk on the on the pulled pork is because they are afraid to, because they don't want to be cooked. You can walk on it just fine because you don't have that same fear. You're not bound by the same rules as smoked pork and pork smoke. You can, however, get the shit smacked out of you by Marvin Chef. That's bound to happen. Oh, by the way, that little message that says you lose 500 points is inaccurate. You actually lose 1,000. That is being fixed in the next update. Anyway, yeah. If you stand out here on the pulled pork, I can't get you. But yeah, I mean, if I wasn't fooling around, I would have jumped just fine there. But yeah. So you can walk on it all day. It's great. Okay. Next. Okay, so the next is up here is the final fight, the final showdown of Ultimate Destiny against the Insane Gear Posse. It doesn't trigger the second you go through, because you still got that one last chance to think about what it is you're about to do. And notice a little poster I put up for Vote Screwtape for education. I will educate this world about Screwtape. That is an actual demon. Anyway, Insane Gear Posse. Alright, so now That Berserk, avoid it. Normally I'd be like, oh yeah, you totally want the thing, but no, you don't necessarily want it. At least not for first wave. So the way it works, there's 4 waves. Each wave lasts a minute. First wave is just some simple shits here, right? And again, this is a perfect opportunity to try to rack up some more of those glory kills that give you the health and the double, 2.5%. Or basically it's 250% points for glory kills. But yeah, that's why you want to try to get as many of them as possible. And of course, the double coins, which there's a final coin bonus that you get as well for each remaining coin that you have. You get bonus points. So, all right, there we go. And go. Alright, so second wave, we got Pinky that comes out, and a Revenant. The secret to this board is get in there and get you some, because, I mean, yeah, if you're playing on the higher difficulties, you want to be a little more conservative, but, just, learn where your health's at, and find your glory kill opportunities, because the glory killing is what's going to keep your health stable. Alright, so we're almost at the end of second wave. Remember what I said? Don't touch the third wave is about the time I'll usually go for the regen, but you'll notice I'm leaving alone the quad damage and leaving alone the quad damage, leaving alone the berserk. So we are up to wave 3. This is when things get a little vicious here. Start getting a little vicious, and actually, did I want to grab that now? So there you have it. Yet. Now, this is basically one gigantic gang violence round, by the way. Just think of it that way. There is a slight delay with the way that it regens, which is really just to keep things fair, but yeah, this is meant to be go bonkers time, Oh, jeez. That's okay, it's final wave. Oh, crap. I hope it goes away soon, because there's a cheese you can do for the final bosses, but only if you can grab that, only if you can grab the Berserk during the last few seconds of the final wave. You gotta time it just right. Be tough. Alright, so at least... Okay, good. That's fine. Alright, so I just want to show you the cheese. I don't care if I die again or not. Alright, so 3, 2, 1. Alright. The reason you gotta grab it there is because the Berserk actually goes away before the fight starts. So right now, we got the final boss, Gemini Balrog. Come on, get your asses down here. Alright. Yeah, here they come. And you got to get in there and get you some of that. Alright? Now, you pretty much only have enough time to get one of them. One is enough. Now, this is normally where I would like to have kept the quad damage or the regeneration to help me out, but... Trust me, this battle's a whole lot easier if you only got to fight one of them. Okay. Now. Okay, so, that is everything. So off we go. Let's win the game. Great justice. Okay, so I got 35.50 for my coin bonus, and of course I played on easy, so I got no difficulty bonus for that. And of course, that final screen, the final winners don't use drugs thing, is a direct reference to the old arcade. A lot of the old arcade games like Double Dragon and Final Fight and stuff, they all had this like blue screen that came up and said, "Winners don't use drugs." Like, I don't know if that was a thing in other countries, but the 90s was sort of the height of like Dare and Just Say No and all that stuff. And so anyway. Yeah, that's what that is a reference to. Okay, so right now that score I got, that 99,000 score, is because of that was I was playing, I think, on medium difficulty when I got that. I haven't tried it yet on baddest, dude. I'm too much of a chicken. But in any case, yeah. So if you want to play, now that you know sort of you've seen, hopefully you've watched this and seen the annotated version of Devil City Ransom here. So, you know, if you want to give it a try, there's the map ID, LQQT82M5. That's Devil City Ransom by me. And please, if you have any questions or suggestions for the future updates, please let me know. And of course, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.